going on?
And welcome back to Common Folks TV, bro.
Yes, sir.
We had to do this part 2,
Yes, sir.
and I'm
yes,
happy
sir.
that you back. But tomorrow we got Tiafimo and Shakur Stevenson. Who you got on that?
It's crazy, right? Because I'm a fan of both of them. But I say this, right? I've been watching like the press conference and things like that. And Shakur used to be like, he'd be a little chill.
Yeah.
Timofimo been doing some things like to really get it home head. Like I
saw that.
I haven't seen Shakur like so this aggressive, so animated to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I say this, Timofimo, people don't realize when he step up, like when he fight them big names, he step up and show out.
That's a fact.
It's when he feel like the competition is not at his level where I feel like he don't train as hard or whatever it is to where he looks subpar in those fights. Like the Cambosa fight.
Yeah.
I feel like if he would have got that rematch, I feel like he would have washed him.
Yeah, he would have never played with him.
He mentally was not there, like, you know what I'm saying? But there's no excuse. I feel like this, everybody's thinking Shakur gonna put on a masterclass. I'll say this. I see Shakur winning, but I also see Tio making it very hard for him and coming out with the win also, because I think Tio is really trying to get in his head mentally so he don't come in boxing. I think he wants Shakur to come in like, oh, you think shit's sweet, we gonna bang it out. Because if they do that, that's when Timofimo I call him the Matrix, because when he in his bag, man, that boy really do some things, man. But that's
so you think he gonna make it a dirty fight and make it difficult?
Yes, I feel like he gonna make it difficult.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do the same thing too.
And Max Kellerman said it. These one of them fights where like you might get a trilogy. Like you might just get a trilogy because, say for instance, the first fight Tio win. Nah, Shakur want to run that back.
Yeah.
The next fight Shakur win or whatever. Now it's 1-1. We gotta see. So boxing has been getting very exciting. It has been getting very exciting. I just feel like a lot of the promotion teams and stuff like that need to stop gatekeeping and stop like that. I feel like it goes back to Floyd. The Floyd really made that 50-0, 40-0. He really made fighters scared to lose that
Yeah. We need this though. We need a fight that's exciting, that's driven by nothing but anticipation, because they both good fighters and they've been mouthing off at each other for years.
And that's the crazy, because the last fight I say that had anticipation, where it's like, oh, I can't wait to see it, or I can't wait to see it again. I wouldn't even say it, and it's crazy. Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, and
that was dope.
And people be like, why you say that? I'm like, bro, because we can all say in the first round, the first fight, Deontay Wilder won. He knocked him out. Like, he knocked the boy out cold. The boy was out cold for 6 seconds and then rose from the dead or whatever.
I actually thought it was 10. I actually counted like 11. I think I counted 13
because
seconds.
The ref started counting 6 seconds late anyway, bro. So it's like, okay. And then the second fight, it was like, damn, Tyson Fury did that to him. And then the third fight, they was just both knocking each other out. You know what I'm saying? So, feel me? I feel like it's back. Boxing is back to where it needs to be. I honestly want my boy Tank to.
I just saw. You see that mugshot?
Yes, and I just said crazy. I need him to like mentally get it together. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a bright spot, bro. People don't understand. Like, he is a bright spot, and I think that's why everybody mad at him too. Because it's like, bro, you so important to the culture of boxing, and you playing with it.
Yeah.
But it's like y'all force him. But I feel like they force him sometimes too, because it's more so like.
But think about it. He's supposed to be in one of these types of fight. This caliber of fight is what we've been looking for.
Yeah.
A Tio versus Tank, or a Tank versus a Dev, a Tank versus a Shakur. And if he don't get that, his career is gonna. And he got to get that. He got to run that back with old boy that he fought. That Roach. He got to run that back too.
And this is the thing. I'm not a biased guy. I say, listen, when I tell you this, when I seen that Tank was not training with Calvin Ford, I said, I don't know.
Oh, he didn't train with him for that fight?
No. They were low-key beefing. Low-key beefing. You know what I'm saying? And I just was like, I didn't like it because yes, he was with the guys in his camp was guys he grew up with, but they was from DC.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And Roach is from DC. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just felt like stay home with it. But like I said, when you got so much going on, you ain't that you can act like you focused and all that. But that man wasn't focused, man. He wasn't focused.
Nah, you could tell.
And I say this too. He fought Rolly, he fought Ryan. And here's the thing. He sent contracts to Shakur. Shakur priced himself out.
That's wild. And a lot of fighters do that.
Yeah, a lot of fighters do that. And you know why I can't blame him, but then I do blame him because it's like, nah, I know my skills. I know I'm worth more than that. But it's like, if you don't draw that, you can't come to the table with that. That's like this, right?
Yeah.
Boom. Nigga said Terrence Crawford wasn't a draw, right? He beat on Earl Spence. Beat him down.
That's why
he beat him down.
And it was for that it's for that reason that I'm not picking a winner in this
Teofimo Shakur. He beat him down. And this is the thing. And this is why, and that's why I just said this, because if you look, everybody was like, man, Earl Spence bigger. Well, everybody's saying Shakur, man, Shakur too sharp. Shakur too y'all forgetting like this boy Tio done been in the mud too.
Yeah.
He's a world champion too.
And he kind of a dog.
And not kind of, the boy is. So it's like, we gonna see. We gonna see.
And that's why I'm not picking a winner, because I was
shocked. Like tomorrow, and I'm telling you, tomorrow's gonna be a nail biter. Just like this, I ain't been this nervous since. And I ain't.
Spence and Crawford for me.
Yeah, and I'm still nervous because right after this weekend, next weekend, we got a big assignment. My Patriots got to take it home. And I think that's going to be the most nervous I've ever been. Besides having my son and stuff like that, I'm going to be super nervous, bro.
Yeah. It's a lot going on in the sports world.
Yes, sir.
But like I said, man, I'm not really picking a side. I'm going to wait to see how this one play out.
Yeah, yes, sir. As you
but
should.
I wanted to pick up, bro.
Yeah,
on where we left off.
Yes, sir.
With the politics, right?
Yes, sir.
The American politicians, they get on TV. Our president, we've heard a lot of our congressmen, they get on TV and they say, Israel is our best friend and ally.
Yeah.
As a citizen, based on the evidence that you have of Israel and America's relationship, do you believe that they've been a good ally to America?
So it's crazy you say that, because if you would have asked me this question last year or something like that, I would have never had an answer. But I'm so informed now and been just trying to catch up on research. And I'll personally say, I don't think they ever been a great ally. Ever.
Why you say that?
I'll say because just from what I've been reading on and been finding out and seeing, coming from ex-CIA officers, ex-FBI directors, whatever the case, ex-politicians, congressmen or whatever, it's they're like the big brother to us, but in reality, we're the one who have all the resources and are the big brothers. But when I say that, I'm saying it they pull all the strings. It looks like they're just pulling all the strings on what American policies and what is supposed to be governed in America. And I say that because it goes back to Jeffrey Epstein. It goes back to the dirty and corrupt things that every government does. But it's just, I feel like Israel has so much over American government's head that is, what can we do? What can we do?
Let me ask you this. What is it with the Epstein's files? And why won't the Trump administration do what they promised to do? Release the files.
You got to think about it like this. If you release the files, you're basically going to admit that either the CIA or Mossad, which is Israeli intelligence.
Yeah, their CIA.
Yeah, their CIA. You're basically going to admit that one of these two groups basically confided in a human kid trafficking ring to blackmail high officials. You will basically have to admit it, because, and here's the thing, the proof is all out. It's all out. It's like, okay, Jeffrey Epstein, He was a social advisor. He has no educational background at all, but he can hold conversations with anybody. And
that's interesting.
And it's like, okay, he don't come from money, but he just inherited all this money from one of the founders of Victoria's Secret. He made him like his talent scout. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's like, then after that, this is the same guy, just a talent scout. Now he's chilling with Bill Gates, chilling with Bill Clinton, chilling with Donald Trump, chilling with the Prime Minister of England. I'm hanging with the King of England. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the Prince of Saudi Arabia. Like, what guy that's just an advisor that don't have no economic background to be around these people? It's just in cahoots with all these people. And if you look at it, his co-conspirator, his ex-lover, Christine, I think it's either Maxwell or something like that. Her father was Israeli intelligence and also worked for MI6. Yes. But people like to shade away from that. Yeah. So my whole thing is, all right, how can we have this country protect us and do whatever we want no matter what? If we got their high officials and everything in videos and in pictures doing things that will demolish their career and put them in jail, what you think they're gonna do? If I say jump, they gonna ask how high.
Of course.
You get what I'm saying? So it gets to a point where, okay, Trump goes and say, yeah, the Epstein, because he just talking. Like, this is what people gotta realize. Our president, he does a lot, but he talks a lot too.
That's a fact.
He has to understand he talked himself into what America is going through right now. He's the cause of it. I'm going to release the JFK files. I'm going to release the Epstein files. And we're all like, yo, you know what? We really want to know what happened.
That's a fact.
We really want to know. So yeah, we're going to vote for him, because if he going to do this, we're going to vote for him.
Yeah.
He gets voted into office. Everything he said he was going to do, he's tiptoeing. Because even with the JFK thing, that was redacted. A whole bunch of stuff was redacted. Bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that didn't make no sense to me. They released some of it, and it's all blacked out. Why you redacted?
Because it's like this. They say that it's a threat. If they put it out, is a threat to national security. No, what it'll let us know is that our government do things within our government that even the president don't know about, the vice president don't know about. And that's just one of them things, because you will have to admit that American government officials knew that the Israelis, aka Mossad or whatever, had a problem with whatever JFK was trying to do. So they killed them.
Why would Lyndon Baines Johnson allow the Israelis to get away with that?
It's either he was compromised by money or something they promised him, or he was a Zionist. He believed in what they believed in. He believed in what they believed. And this is what I want people to understand. Because we living in a world right now where, like, Jewish people feel like they can't even say they're Jewish because of what's going on. Like, I want people to understand that Jewish folks and Zionists, they're two complete different things. Like, different people. Especially Orthodox Jews. Very different, bro.
Right.
Very different.
Right.
So I don't want people to see a Zionist and be like, that's a Jewish guy. I don't like Jewish people because of the way he thinks. No. Because the founder of Zionism, if people don't know, he was an atheist. Atheists don't believe there's a God. So if you're telling me a founder of something is putting bits and pieces from different religions to make something justifiable, he's playing God. He's trying to play God, because basically I call Zionism a cult.
It is. I believe it is.
Because it's a group of people that made up their own ideology of a religion and is trying to push it on the public.
So in other words, the government of Israel,
yes,
that's doing all of this wickedness around the world,
yes,
they're not the people. They don't represent all of the people in the land of Israel.
No, because here's the thing: they're only going to show. You don't think it's people in Israel that's probably like, yo, this shit has gotten out of hand. Like, why are they killing these people? Yeah, you got to think. You don't think it was a time where people in Palestine wasn't able to, in Gaza or the West Bank, wasn't able to be friends with Jewish people?
No, absolutely. I think
like think about it. It's videos out now of Jewish and Palestinian colleagues and friends that's saying like, yo, I can't even hang with my friend no more things because this shit just got out of hand. But people miss everything. On October 7th, what was not right? It was not right.
No, absolutely.
It was not right at all. But why would the prime minister have the IDF soldiers stand down 6 to 7 hours before the attack happened and then let the attack happen for hours after? He wanted that to happen because he wants to explain. Because what people don't understand is it's not just happening in Palestine, in Gaza, and in the West Bank. It's happening in sections of Lebanon and sections of Syria. And it's happening because they want to make the greater Israel project. And that's why they keep trying to beef with Iran, talking about Iran got nuclear weapons and all that, because Iran and Turkey are right there and they're close allies. So they don't want to get into too much with them because they know they can't handle it. So who they gonna call? Because this is what they don't like to tell neither. When Iran and Israel had that little 12-day war, Iran was kicking their ass. That's why we had to step in and do what we did.
So you think that's why Trump bombed them?
I tell you this, and I always said it. If America power or energy went out for Israel where we couldn't get in no contact with them for a month straight, it wouldn't be no Israel. Because they wouldn't be able to be at war with these people they're trying to be at war with. They're only pushing the button and doing what they're and being the aggressors because they know we're going to come and do what it needs to be done.
And that's why I kind of asked you that question, because if I'm your homie and I have your best interests at heart, and we're going out all the time. Let's say we're going to the mall, the movies, or we at the bar. And every single time we at the bar, I get into a fight. Now you got to help me fight. And I'm always doing that. I'm always putting your life and your well-being. You could get killed. You could go to jail. I'm always dragging you into these circumstances. Am I really being a good friend to you if I'm always starting a fight or I'm always involved in a fight that you got to put your well-being on the line to help me out with? Is that being a good friend?
No, but it's two things to that. Because as a friend, I should realize that, yo, my friend has a problem. It shouldn't be no reason like why every time we come out and he consumes liquor, he becomes aggressive. So that's one. And two is, you know what? I take it back, because as being a real friend, yes, you can say though he's not a real friend because I got to keep defending him. He keep putting me in BS, right? But then you could take a step back and look at it like, maybe my friend going through something where me and him need to sit down and have a conversation, because ain't no way we're supposed to be going out to enjoy ourselves, have drinks to enjoy ourselves, and he's becoming an aggressor as soon as the liquor get in his system. But
at what point do it become presumptuous? Like, you're doing this on purpose and you about to put me in jail, or I'm gonna have to kill, or somebody's gonna kill me. At what point do it become, yo, you doing too much, and I don't think you got my best interests at heart, because you doing what you like to do, and you doing what's necessary for you, but you about to take me away from my family.
All right, so you say it like, we had that conversation, like if we have a conversation like, bro, listen, we not about to keep going out, and I'm not about to keep getting into bullshit because of you, bro. You need to chill out. If we have this conversation and it happens again, oh, you don't respect our friendship. You don't respect me, because you're willing to compromise what I got going on, like you just said, because of whatever you feel the need to do. So no, we're not friends.
And that's my point.
And we're not. So we're not friends.
And then what if every time I come to your house, I'm in your fridge, I'm making a sandwich. Every time we go out, you got to pay for it. Am I really being a friend to you? Like, every time we go to buy some drinks or go to a restaurant, you coming out your pocket?
Nah.
So why in the world is America always giving Israel money weapons to fight their war, but they're not giving us anything.
Because they don't have, this is what I'm saying, the proof is all out. They don't have nothing they can give us that benefits us. But we give them things that benefit not even the government, the citizens. We got Army veterans and people out here that can't afford health care. But they get free health care.
That's wild.
Free cost of living. You get what I'm saying?
That's wild.
So that makes me know, okay, with all this stuff going on, with them killing people, killing innocent women and children and all that, we still trying to give them military aid and things like that. It's because they have something over us that our president is willing to compromise himself no matter what. But it's like, yo, Trump been known for groping women, liking underage girls. You get what I'm saying? This is, and they try to put these puppets out here to think they can spread the propaganda, but it's like it's too late because their biggest puppet got killed.
Damn.
And I feel like they killed him because they felt like he was going to compromise them down the line.
I agree.
And that's all I feel like.
I agree.
I felt like he was a guy that was trying to find his way and found his way. And when he started questioning things, they was like, uh-oh, this might backfire.
Right.
This might backfire. And what I tell people is, and you know, and we talking about Charlie Kirk. I just want people to know we talking about Charlie Kirk, whatever. Let me say this. I don't condone killing. I don't wish death on nobody. But when you go to college campuses and speak the rhetoric that you were speaking out, like, yes, it's freedom of speech, but you can also call it some type of a way of like hate speech because you were downplaying certain situations. Like, for instance, right? He'd say like abortions is not right. Right? He'll say it's not right.
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, who are you to decide what a person should do with their body, right? But then he'd go on to say, but then he contradicted himself and was like, because the guy, it was an interview where the guy was like, so you consider abortion murder? He was like, yes. He was like, do you have any personal friends or anything that had abortions? He was like, yes. He was like, so you're friends with murderers. He took it so offensive, but he was like, you can't take that offensive because you're preaching that if you abort something, that's murder. But you're saying you have friends that did it and you're still friends with them. So you're friends with the murderers. So it's being a hypocrite in a way. But he also had things he said that I thought were very, very, very powerful. Like, because I always said, like, as black people, we always got the wrong people that's wrong people. I say like the wrong idols. Like, so when he said like Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Megan Thee Stallion and them is not the typical role models that young black women should look up to, I totally agreed with that.
Who could disagree with that?
No, a lot of people did. A lot of people did.
But I'm just saying.
But I that was one of the things I'm like, yo, I pushed that, and the only reason I pushed it is because I say, what these women rap about, they don't even live that life. Like, you got Cardi B chasing men down to be with them. Like, she left her husband to be with another man.
That's worse.
That's worse than him.
Yeah.
So it's like she don't want to be alone. She not preaching get a dude out his money. She's rapping get a dude out his money, but she really want to find home and be with somebody. The city girls, they got the same ideology. You got one that was doing whatever P. Diddy told her to do. You got another one that is best friends with her boyfriend because he dressed just like her. Right. And you feel what I'm saying? And it's nothing wrong with it, but it's like, yo, why y'all can't push that narrative? Find love, be happy. I want to find somebody. Why y'all gotta push trick a man out his bag, drug a man? If a man can't do nothing for me on the first day, he can't cash at me, he ain't for me, but this is not the life y'all living.
That's true.
Like Megan Thee Stallion, you see, she was going through all these drunk phases with all this thing, and she the only one I could say I kind of respect because, hear me out. She went through the thing with Tory, went through the thing with her boyfriends and all that. Start hearing the things how when she come drunk, she becomes aggressive and do things. since she been with Klay Thompson, I feel like she found what she really been looking for. That person that can soothe her soul and give her what she need, not what she want. Cause listen, I ain't gonna hold you. Megan Thee Stallion used to, all her songs was talking about, you know, the same stuff. She got a song, right? And I've been hearing it on the radio, and it didn't catch me until I was like, yo, this is Megan? And I think it go like my man driving me crazy. Some song like that. And I'm like, yo, women need to start pushing songs like this out.
Yeah.
Start pushing music like that. How like your man make you feel good. He make you feel empowered. He change your perspective. He taking you with your baggage and trying to help you heal. Push that narrative out. Because and that you used to see it like me, who I like, you know who people don't give credit to, and it's crazy you say that. And we're gonna get back onto what I was talking about, but it's crazy because this is to show you how.
No, that's great because I want to talk about being a man. That's a great segue.
Yeah, because it showed it and it showed and this is what I say. I don't really like rap music no more because the substance is not there. Not even in the albums no more, bro.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying. You could go bump that now and be like, damn, I remember. Like, this album right here, Monumental, Nas, Illmatic, DMX. Like, these albums you hear, you like, I remember when this first came out because it's a legendary, it's everlasting music.
Yeah, substance. They were telling stories.
So now, back in the days, you had like, who you had like? Foxy Brown, Lil' Kim, Eve, right? You listen to their body of work, they was doing everything. They can get gritty, grimy, they love side or whatever the case may be, but they had substance.
Right.
These girls nowadays don't got bars. The men nowadays, like, and that's another thing, like, and the men, that's really what be killing me because everybody's gonna take heed to the rappers.
Yeah.
And it's like none of these dudes is rapping. They're not rapping. Like,
they mumbling.
Like,
they in a booth. They sipping syrup. They popping pills. They drunk.
Catching drill.
So they just saying anything. And the beats sound good, so it goes. And then we got a generation who they're not prone, and they're not prone to wanting to hear something with any substance.
Yeah.
We grew up on music with substance, people telling stories. They grew up on the drug addict music because they're drunk and high themselves.
Yep.
So as long as they could catch a vibe, never mind if this dude ain't really saying nothing, and if he is saying something, he's just telling me to do more drugs and go kill people.
Yep.
They good with that, right? Which I get it. The propaganda has reached to this level.
Yeah.
But for us, it wasn't like that. It was just a slow progression to this point.
Yeah.
Which, kind of leads me to this question that I want to ask you.
Yeah.
As far as being a man,
yeah.
Right? What does being a man mean to you?
To me? Yeah. Being a man to me means like, standing on your principle, morals, and values. And what that means is being true to yourself. Being able to look yourself in the mirror and not feeling compromised about anything you're doing in life or anything you want in life. And I just say, I feel like I'm the best version of myself, and I'm the man that I am because I don't look to nobody for approval or verification or satisfaction. Because you will fail trying to please somebody else. As long as I can please myself, make my son happy, and make my family that I'm creating and building happy, that's me being a man. So me going to work, me paying my bills, me being faithful to, if it's God, my girl, or whatever, that's me being a man. Not compromising who I am for anything else. And I feel like a lot of I don't know, I don't want to judge nobody, but I feel like a lot of people that think they men, they still in that little boy phase. And and it's not bad. And it's not bad because like what people don't understand is it takes the brain until you're 25 to develop. So from 25 to 30, you had 5 years of a fully developed brain. So now you can figure out and navigate what you want to do, what you really want to be. Go through your ups and downs. I feel like now we're living in a lifestyle where men don't really know what it is to be a man because all the things that's going on in the world. So nigga, because I don't even want to use that word a lot. A lot of men think pleasing a woman but giving everything she needs is being a man. And everything a woman need, if it fits the criteria, then yes. But if a woman need her nails done all the time, her hair done, just want money to go out and do that, that's not being a man providing that for her. Being a man is the bills paid. Is she emotionally and mentally set? Because all that other stuff is going to come regardless. But being a man is making sure that you or whoever's around you is where they need to be. Not where you want them or they want to be, where they need to be. Because as long as that aligns right, everything will fall in place.
Do you think that if a man can't control himself, he's still a man? So in other words, what I'm asking you is, if a man can't say, well, I'm gonna deal with this female, and this is the only female I'm gonna deal with, that if he can't accomplish that, he's a man?
Is he a man if he can't accomplish it? Is you saying?
Yeah, like if he can't say I'm gonna deal with her and her alone, is he a man if he can't do that?
If he can admit, I'll say this, because this is when it comes to integrity, morals, principles, and values. If you can admit, like, yo, I'm trying, but I know I can't do this. Yes, you're a man, because you're able to admit a wrongdoing and something that you're trying to accomplish, but you can't. So I say you are. But if you're sitting there doing, like, you say you love this woman, you just the only woman you want to be with, but you out here compromising that, you're not a man. Because a man is going to put his needs over his wants.
I agree.
Because we going to get 80. That's why I tell people, when you with somebody, you going to get 80% of them. And the 80% is what you need. You know what the 20% is? Is that it's sex, drunk nights where y'all all lovey-dovey and all that, the affectionate, all that. That's the 20%. And you're going to get it. You're just not going to get it all the time. And as men and as women, you have to understand that. The little things matter. When you come home, if your wife cooks for you, got your clothes out for you, waiting for you in bed to watch TV or do whatever with you, guess what? That's 80%. And I'll take that. I'll take that over coming in the house, no food, no clothes out, but I just come home, take a shower, eat something real quick, and have sex. I'll take the other one over that. And that's what people tend to forget, man. Like, and like the back in the days, generations, like our grandparents and stuff like that, they was built off of that. Like our grandfathers used to give our grandmothers their checks because they knew, yes, I'm the man of the house, but she leads, and people don't understand what that means. Like, I'm the man of the house, I run everything, she follows my lead. But when it comes to certain things like them bills and certain things, I let my wife take care of that because I know she's the one who's better with doing that.
Right. I think that's in a functional household.
Yes,
like
it's in a functional household.
We know how to compartmentalize. For instance, my wife knows that, yeah, I'm the man of the house. Yes. I run things.
Yes.
But there's room for her to run her part of the household.
Yes, sir.
Like, she makes all the decisions on what the kids eat. She makes all the decision on the materials that come in the house,
yes.
the couch that we buy, the food that's gonna be cooked, the TV.
Yes.
She make all of those decisions.
Yes.
But the more serious, detrimental decisions, the man is leading in that area.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
So that's just in a healthy in a healthy household with people that know how to actually think. But I want to ask you this, because I think as far as being a man, it's kind of hard for us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially when tough times come. So let me ask you this. Why do you think men are expected to be strong but rarely allowed to be vulnerable?
And it's
like, as growing up as a little boy, they'll tell you, stop crying,
you know
like, what I'm saying?
And it's sad, and it's sad because, bro, like, growing up, man, you always like, man, listen, stop crying, bro. Men don't cry. Men don't stress, man. We figure it out. Toughen up. Nobody want to see you act like that. So growing up, you're taught, even if you stressed out, you depressed, you can't show it. You can't even express that to nobody because you looked at as weak. But it's like, how you want me to be a man and be the best man I could be if I never got a chance to be vulnerable? I can't be vulnerable. I got to be tough, rugged all the time. I can't let none of my feelings out. I can't show them. I got to hide them. I got to put on a facade and just keep this phase going. And that's why a lot of men down the line, they crash out because they can't talk to nobody and they going through World War III mentally in their mind. Like they going through everything and they can't talk to their girl because they feel like if they talk to their girl, once they get into an argument, she gonna use it against them. She can't. So I'd rather not talk. I'm gonna keep it in. And then the littlest thing happened and they crash out and people like, yo, what the hell? Why home do all that? Bruh, he was going through so much. So it's like, and this is why I tell men, it's okay just to call your boy and be like, bro, I'm going through it, bro. Like, I just need somebody to talk to. Feel me? It's okay to, if you feel like you going through something, take your ass outside and go for a walk. Get in your car and drive and bump music that you know that'll get to you. Whatever you can do. Because at the end of the day, man, listen, as men, as black men, but as men in general, bro, we need each other, bro.
That's a fact.
We need each other, bro. Like, we need to stop putting on this facade like we better than one another. We doing better than one another and really start helping. And helping is not, like, helping is just being a shoulder to lean on. A word of advice. A word of encouragement. A idol. A mentor, whatever. We got to start changing the narrative, bro. We have to. Because if we don't, every generation after us is going to be fucking doomed. Like, I just went to a party the other day. I went to my girlfriend's little brother's party. Mind you, I'm damn near 30. So when I was from the age of like 14 to 18, and if I'm in a party, I'm dancing. I'm dancing with girls, all that.
Yeah. Facts.
The girls and the dudes sitting against the wall. So, you know, we trying to play music. Our old ass is trying to play music to see if we could get them going. I look to the back of the party. These little niggas is in there dicing. So I'm like, yo, we're doomed. We got 17 to 18-year-olds not even wanting to dance with the girls in the party. They rather dice and stand on the wall.
So, but let me ask you this too, because how can these young boys understand how to be a man if they didn't have no father figures?
That's the thing. That's why I said us as men have to step up and be there for one another, because we're going to fail every generation after us if we don't show them, like, yo, listen, being in the streets is cool, but you know what you get out there? You know what you get out of it? Like, yeah, it's cool to do this and do that, but you know what you're going to get out of it, bro. Because, like, I got friends, like me personally, I got more than I can say. I got more than like 10 to 15 friends that died behind this shit. You get what I'm saying? I got 10 to 15 friends that's behind the wall because of this.
Right.
See, that's the part they don't tell you about. When you getting money and all that, yeah, it's real repercussions with this, though. Like, it's people losing their lives behind this shit. It's people going to jail for the rest of their lives behind this shit. Is you really and willing to give up what you can really be in life for that?
Right.
They don't got that voice. They like, you think these young boys got somebody in their head like, man, that ain't you, bruh. Like, you look corny as hell doing that. Like, I had people like that growing up. And it's crazy because I had one particular dude, like, he was one of them. He was one of them. God rest his soul. He was one of them, though. And if you could have one of them coming up to you saying, bro, like, what you doing, bro? Like, you better than this. Like, this ain't you. I used to think he used to try to neff me, bro. But then I looked at it like, nah, bro ain't trying to neff me. Bro really trying to save me.
Trying to give you some game.
He see I'm one of them ones that don't got to do this. Even though I grew up in this environment, I still don't got to be that.
Right.
So I always took heed to that. Like, any of them people that was just a positive role model that, or gave me some type of positive outlook, I gravitated towards them. So
when it comes to not having a father figure, you being a father, I'm a father, and we are that generation of fathers now and father figures. Because I'm 30, 35, and you coming up into your 30s. Do you, looking at everybody that you know, right? Do you think most fathers are not there by choice, or it's the circumstances with their baby mothers and the system that's pushing them away from their kids?
So I say it's both, but I really want to pick up on the mom, like the. Cause let me put it like this, right? I know some dads, right, that is willing to give up the relationship with the kid because the mother is just putting them through so much and doing so much to the point where it's like, I can't have no peace being in my kid life right now because she's not gonna give me that. So I gotta separate, and it might be hard, but I gotta separate. And I'm saying this because me personally, I go through stuff with my baby mother, and these same dudes are coming to me like, bro, you might not want to hear it this way or do it, but you might have to cut her and your son off for a minute to make her understand, like, it ain't right what you doing, but I can show you better. Right. And it's hard because it's like this, right? If a woman don't want a baby, she can go get it aborted. No problems. But if a woman tells a man, I'm pregnant, and he be like, yo, I ain't ready, I don't want no kid, and she still decides to have that kid, and he decides, I'm not raising the kid and I'm not being in the kid life because I already told you this is not what I wanted. He's looked at as a deadbeat and all these other harsh things. But look at it like this. If he wanted the baby and she ain't want it because she wasn't ready, she can go get it aborted. But if she want the baby and he don't want it because he's not ready, it don't matter. It's her decision.
Why that double standard though? That's
why? It's a crazy double standard. It's like, it's demonetized because I feel like, bro, it's meant to demonetize men. Because look at it like this, right? Growing up, women was always taught by their mothers or whoever, if you mess with a man, make sure he provide. Make sure he do this. Make sure he do that. Make sure he do this. Don't mess with no man if he do this, he do that, do this. You know what I never heard a mother say? What? Make sure you protect your man. Make sure you be his peace. Make sure you do all the little things that he need done. Make sure that I never heard a woman ever say, what's the beneficial things a woman is supposed to provide for a man or give a man? It's always what a man supposed to give a woman or what you're not supposed to take from a man. Right. And then I'm like, honestly, it goes back to this. You got women that's talking about, oh, I want a husband, I wanted somebody to treat me like a husband, but your mom wasn't even a wife. Your mom was a baby mother. She was a baby mother to 3 different dudes. Respectfully. So it's like, you have to, and it's crazy.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you this.
It's crazy.
Since you said that, you know, I literally thought about that yesterday. So let me ask, do you think it's fair for a female to put a standard on her spouse or significant other that she can't find, not even her friends? You know what? Let me react it this way. I think this way is gonna make sense. Yep. Do you think it's fair for a female to put a standard on her spouse that nobody in her family has ever showed?
No, because you're basing it off of something that's not even. If you have never gotten that, and you can't find it anywhere else, and you're just putting it at a magnitude, you're being and this is what women do. Women be like, I ain't messing with no guy if he don't make at least $100,000 a year. He got to be 6'2". He got to have a 730 credit score.
And none of the women in her family got that.
And it's like, yo, do you know you just put it down to like probably like 10% of the men? Because every man is not going to be making $100,000 with a 730 credit score, 6'2". You're not going to find that. So you're just dumbing down for what you want. But how about if you need that man that comes home and give you that peace, that makes sure that when you come home, all the bills are paid. You don't have to do anything but make sure the house is clean. Make sure the dishes is done. Make sure the kids is asleep. You don't want that. Like, here's the thing. What women say they want, they don't really want it. Because when you give it to them, they want more. They want more. They just want more. It's never enough. Until this is why I say I like a woman that comes seasoned. Like, she went through her trials and tribulations just like I did. And she hit that road where she like, man, I know what I want I know what I want out myself. I know what I want out of my significant other. I'm not into that fairy tale. I used to be. But, and it's crazy that you say that because, and I want to shout my girl out because on some real, like, I was in the car with my girl when this happened. So my girl, she was on the phone with her friend, and her friend is like very spiritual. Like, her friend be watching Pastor Mike Jr. or whatever. So she says something like, I want to be a wife so bad, but I had to ask myself, am I aligning myself to be a wife? Am I doing the duties of a wife to be that? And I had to sit there and I stopped like, yo, for a girl just to sit there and give herself a reality check. I ain't never see that before.
That's dope.
I'm like, yo, this girl just asks herself like, I want to be a wife so bad, but am I doing the right things to be a wife, to align myself to be a wife?
I think I shout out to her, but I think a better question really is, do I know what a wife is and what comes with it?
And what comes with
because
it,
as a married man and having married friends, I know that people, like when you go take that vow, you say for better or for worse, I know people don't understand that because what they're saying is this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you, what do you think that means, that for better or for worse? What do you think that statement, when you're agreeing
for better, for worse,
to stick with somebody for better or for worse, what do you think you're agreeing to?
I'm agreeing that what I'm agreeing to is whatever we go through, no matter if it's the worst thing, cheating, infidelities, babies being born outside the marriage, we gonna figure it out and we gonna make it work. That's like, I just look at it like that, for better, for worse. Whatever we go through that's detrimental, if it's bad or good, we gonna stick it out and we gonna figure it out.
That's exactly what it is. But you know what happens though, right? It's no different than dudes in the streets when they say, yo, I'm riding with you and I'm never snitching. It sounds good.
It sounds good until it happens.
The idea sounds amazing.
Until it happens.
Until the process.
Yes,
Until you
sir.
actually got to do it. And you got to be looking at that 30 to life, no parole. Then you start to second think it. Because, you know, these females, they get in this marriage and then they realize that I got to cook. I got to take care of the kids.
Yep.
My husband don't like me going out. I'm not going out every weekend no more and drinking and having fun and turning up. It's a very slow life. Then all of a sudden they start to rethink it.
Yep.
Or the spouse gets sick.
Yep.
Or he loses his job, money not coming in. Now we got to be broke for a little bit because we gotta redo this.
Yes, sir.
And all of a sudden they start to rethink it. That's why it's a noble thought to say, well, am I aligning myself? Am I doing the things that's gonna get me married?
Yes, sir.
It's cool to have that thought.
Yes, sir.
But I think a more important question is, do I actually know what being a wife is all about? Do I actually know what marriage is? But let me ask you this, right? Just to kind of take us full circle right back to this child support. The child support and being a man. If you could look into the camera, right, and give one heartfelt message for men, speaking for all men, right, to help women understand what it's like to be a man, what would that be?
So I'm gonna look right here.
Yeah.
Listen, to all the men out there.
No, to the women.
Oh, to the women.
Yeah. If you can explain to a female,
listen,
what life in the world is like for a man, so that they can better treat their baby fathers, their husbands. Yeah. What would that message be?
Listen, like, we love y'all. Like, without you women, we wouldn't be here. But I need y'all to understand that us men, we are not perfect. And when I say we are not perfect, we come with flaws that like no other. Like, some days we wake up and we feel like we can't do it. Some days we wake up and we feel like we just not good enough. And what makes it worse is when we wake up and the women that we look at, that we love, they look at us the way that we feel, and we can't express how we feel to them. It makes it hard for us to be compassionate, make us to be loving, open, vulnerable. Because when we look at y'all show us that all y'all want is tough, rugged men that don't fear nothing, that never go through anything. And that's not the reality. The reality is, like, as a black man, I wake up every day and I got coworkers and my managers that's looking at me, looking down on me, that feel like they're better than me. And I got to deal with that.
That's a fact.
And the way I deal with that is not by going at them head on. It's by keeping my head down and doing what I got to do, because I know I got a family at home I got to provide for. Then you got people just in the real world that look down on us. Like, as a black man, racism still exists with me. Like, it don't have to be verbally, but it's mentally, physically. Like, I can be in a neighborhood and walk past some people and they across the street.
That's a fact.
Lock their doors, tote their purses tighter. I get looked at, oh, he gotta be this, that, and the third, until I start speaking. And I'm like, oh, he's a good brother. Oh, he's a good dude. So we get demonetized by outlooks and by any people you want to think of. So we don't want to come home or be around somebody that make us feel even less and vulnerable, because all it's going to do is make us shut down and shut out the world. And then when we get quiet and we got nothing to say, then it's like, what's wrong? Why you feel this way? And one thing women, I will want y'all to stop doing, when we do express ourselves, don't sit there and tell us, no, you don't feel that way because of that. You feel that way because of it. Because that's another reason why we don't explain ourselves and be vulnerable. Because if I explain to you how I feel and what I'm feeling, and your response back is you do not feel that way because of that, you really feel that way because of this, I will never open up to you again. Because how can you dictate my feelings and tell me what my feelings really are? That's a slap in the face. That's telling me you're not. And I tell people, it's not about communicating. It's about comprehending. You know how many people communicate, bro?
That's a fact.
Everybody communicates. We all communicate. But if you're not comprehending, like, if my girl say something that I don't like, okay, yeah, she communicated. But how I comprehended, I didn't like. I'm really going to sit there and dissect what she said, because if she said it to me, that means it needed to be said.
Right.
And that's why I say a lot of, and us men too, we get good girls and we tarnish them. Just how women get good men and tarnish them. So when you get something good and pure, bro, it ain't going to always be glittered in gold, bro. But one thing I'll tell you this, like, you could ask God and say, God, I want to be a millionaire. Show me the sign. He ain't going to show you it tomorrow or next week. But when it's something that's in your life that's in line with what's going on right now, like, you would say, God, if this woman is for me, or if this job is for me, show me. Oh, he going to show you.
That's a fact.
But you know what women and men tend to do? Like, when something is for you, we tend to be like, nah, let me keep testing the waters and see if it's really for me. No, don't play with God. Don't play with what's for you. And that's what I just say. Like, women, just try to be understanding. Try not to just navigate through your emotions. Try to look at it from where we're coming from our standard. And I feel like things would be smoother.
Yeah. I think if we try to understand each other, I think that's what we miss. It's just
the understanding. It's the understanding. Like, we're two different creatures. Yeah. But as being two different creatures, we both have to mesh to make reality work. Just how women need men need women. It's a 50-50. It's 50-50, bro. It's 50-50. No matter how people got this 100%, 75. Listen, it's 50-50, 75%, 100%, 25%. It's going to be days when, as a man, you weak and you just don't got it.
Right.
And if your woman is your woman and she for you and she supports you how she's supposed to, it ain't even going to look like you stressing or you don't got it, because she got it. Right. And then when she don't got it, you got it. And then it's a balance. Life Facts. Is all about balance.
Facts.
And if you don't have no balance in your life, you're going to be up and down off the spectrum all the time, bro. Because at least when you got balance, even if you're going through something, it's all right. It's all right. It's going to get better because you have the balance. But when you don't have nobody to go to, nothing to fall back on, or just no coping skills or anything to get you through anything, you're up and down. you're up and down.
That's a fact. I want to ask you this, but before I ask you this, I just want to say this. Yeah, I think men and women, we need each other.
Yeah.
Men would be miserable without women. That's a fact. And women would just perish without us.
Yeah.
Because a man need the love and kindness and the catering that comes from a woman.
Because that's what we're missing.
And the woman, they need us to go out there and build the world that makes life easier for them. Them roads that they drive on, men build those. Planes that you fly on, men build
cars.
Those.
That oil, that furniture, and that house, like just everything is just. That's why I say people don't understand that. You like women need men just as bad as men need women. Like we need the love and compassion. We need it.
Yeah.
Like it's going like because like we got days when we at work, we like man. Whoo!
I need to go home and decompress.
And when you go home and you got that, she just come home, rub your shoulders, whatever. Just even a kiss on the forehead, you just like, you know what?
Yeah.
Whatever I just went through, I don't care about it
no
more. I don't care about it no more.
Female, break that down a little bit. I want to get to the next question, but I think women need to understand how important that catering.
Like, bro, let me tell you something,
is that come from them. Men, we need that.
Let me tell you something, bro. And I'm gonna pick my phone up because I want to put a video in the camera to show what I'm talking about, what I'm doing. So when it comes to catering, right? So my birthday was this past Monday, and y'all, as you guys know, it was a snowstorm, right? So my girl, she was trying to figure out what she should do for me or anything, right? And like I say, the little things. So I'm gonna put this video in the camera just to show you guys the little things that she did.
Go ahead. Walk up to it. Hold on. Back up a little bit. Let it focus. Hold up. Back up. Go over to.
I could bring it back.
This one. Come closer to it. Yeah. No, the other one. My fault. Bring it closer. Down. Drop it down and bring it closer. Let it focus. Back up a little bit. Just a little bit.
And if you guys can't see it, so basically, she had a whole bunch of balloons.
Yeah, it ain't showing, but yeah. I'm gonna have you send it to me, and I'll put it in there for you.
Yeah, but if you guys couldn't see it, like she, whole bunch of balloons. We did a sip and paint, and then we did like an intoxication chemist thing, and that's why I say the little things. Like she knew like I was gonna be upset because I was snowed in for my birthday, and instead of her not saying nothing, she's like, you know what? I'm gonna do the little things. This might not put him over the top, but at least he'll be like, at least something was still done. Bro, I teared up because I'm like, yo. And it was the best birthday I ever had. Like, I'm not going to even lie. Like, bro, I went on vacations for my birthdays, bro. And it was the best birthday I had because I had somebody, not who I wanted, who I needed in my life to give me balance. She do the little things. I don't care. Like, she don't gotta buy me anything. She do the little things. Like, she come home every day and cook for me.
Wait, I like that you said that.
Like, bro, like.
I like, you said something that was very important. When it comes to relationships or looking for your significant others, why is it better to go with what you needed and not what you wanted?
Because, bro, listen.
You need to from a man trying to help some females. Because I feel like this is one of the biggest issues with women. Yeah, why is it important to go with what you need as opposed to who you wanted?
Get who you need instead of who you want. Because when you get who you need, you're gonna realize like, yo, life is so much easier and simple. It's simple because who you want, that's not who you really need to be aligned with. It's the things that you think you want, like, oh, I want this, I want. No, because that person ain't gonna give you the things you need in life. Because you just want that person. But when the person that you need ain't, and let me tell you this, a person that you want is somebody that like, damn, she fire. Oh, she fire. I'm about to get her. A person you need is somebody that you and this person connected randomly. You and this person started building. Y'all didn't know where it was going to go. And it wasn't even on a spectrum of we're building to be this. You and this person become good friends. Then it could be a situation that happened or something that where you or this person came and was a shoulder to cry on, somebody to vent to. You like, damn, hold on. Something is aligning and you don't see it. And you might not see it. Like I say, I met my girl on vacation, on a family vacation. And I didn't know this girl. I didn't know her at all. Mm. And I always say this out of the grace of God. I feel like God wanted it to happen because we was on FaceTime one time. My aunt said, you know my nephew Horace? Nah, Horace, put your face in the camera. That was the first sign right there.
Yeah.
Me, I'm such an outgoing and genuine person. When we went on vacation, she was the last one there. I was already outside doing what I was doing. She pulled up. What is the right thing to do? Take her bags out the car, bring her bags in her room. I did that. So from there, she was like, oh, he's sweet, he nice. From that vacation, me and her, like, not even on no flirting junk. We was just locked in as like on some friend junk. Like, we was, feel me? Like, this my dog, da-da-da-da. We get back. We trying to get up with each other, but it's just not aligning. But you see the effort is just not aligning. Went on another vacation. This vacation, the last vacation I went on, it gave me clarity on who I need to be and where I need to be aligned. And I just say, without getting too much details, like like when I say I stand on principles, morals, and values, I mean it. Things went on that I couldn't fake it. And this particular, and my girl, she was there for me. Like when I say there for me, like we on vacation, we supposed to be out having fun. Me and her sitting by the pool. And I'm able to vent to her about everything. And she just listening, bro. And when I left the next day, I told her, like, listen, when we get back to Connecticut, me and you gonna get to know each other more. And that's exactly when I tell you like this, bro. We went on the first date together. Me and her ain't left each other's side. Like, we been locked in ever since then. And it's like, it's what I needed because she don't tell me what I need, what I want to hear. She tell me what I need to hear.
Shout out to her. Next time you come up here, ask her if she want to come and sit down with you.
Definitely, bro. Because like, and that's why I want people to know, like, I am who I am because I've been through a lot and I realized a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to say this. Like, I wasn't too big on God at like last year and things like that. Like, I used to do a lot of questioning, bro. A lot, bro. But being with somebody that's so spiritually connected, bro, and that just, give you a different perspective, I just say God was always in my life, bro. It's just I never talked to him. I never opened my ears really to hear him. And it wasn't until I got with somebody that I needed to be with that helped me balance and gave me a different outlook on what everything's about for me to be like, you know what? God always been by my side. He been watching and protecting me this whole time. Because if it wasn't for God, you would have never came into life. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be waking up every day and being as healthy and be, and just being who I am as a man. So, like, shout out to my baby, man.
Yeah, shout out to her. I love when I see people come together and they start to build, because this is what society needs. Society needs strong couples. You know what I mean? I think a man and a woman, a family is the foundation.
Yeah.
That's what set everything on track and get everything running smooth.
Yes, sir.
And that's why if you look at 2-parent households,
it thrive.
They thrive.
And
it's not absolute, because you got some people out there, they bugged out and they don't act in the best interest of their kids.
Oh, yeah. Yep, right? You're absolutely right with that.
But generally speaking, if you look at the majority of people, their household, when it's two parents here, the kids are raised right.
Yep.
They got a better chance because it's 2 incomes.
Yes, sir.
In here, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Even if you made $70 a year and she made $60 a year, it's still better than just her 60 by herself.
Yes, sir.
And you're not there helping with the kids.
Yes,
so
sir.
I hope y'all keep building and growing and understanding that.
That's another thing too, because it's not all about just women. Let me tell you men something too. You men who got kids, if you can't financially provide, just be there, bro.
That's
just
a fact.
Be there.
That's a fact.
And just because you're able to financially provide don't mean you don't got to be there, bro. Because let me tell you guys something. I'm on child support. And every time I tell my friends, anybody that, they look at me and be like, yo, what the hell? I don't care about that. Because the money they take out my checks every week does not amount to the love that I have for my son. So don't think because I'm on child support, I'm not going to go get my son. I'm still going to get my son. I'm still going to spend money on my son. I'm still going to give my son the best life he ever wanted. You get what I'm saying? So as men, we need to step up too, because it ain't all about women. A lot of you men be half-stepping it, be in competition with other men, and be trying to please these women. Please them kids and please your family. That's all I ask.
I respect that, because
I
see that.
I just had to say that, bro, because I'm seeing a lot of grown men, grown ass men. That's my father age, bro, being in competition with niggas my age and younger, because they trying to keep the status or the women. We not doing that, bro. We in the year of, bro, get the bag and do something. Get somebody and build. Become something.
Right.
Become something. Because the streets is getting dried out, bro. It's getting dried out, bro. It's getting dried out, bro. I'm telling y'all, surely do y'all know it. These ladies not liking these, they liking y'all dope boys no more. They liking the 9-to-5 dudes now, bro. Because they know it ain't a headache. They know they man gonna come home. They know they don't gotta worry about all that stuff, bro. And I'm not knocking nobody, bro, because I got homies out there that's getting to it, and I respect it. But what I'm saying is, man, have a purpose. That's all I'm saying. Have a purpose, bro. Have a purpose.
So you said something just now. You said that the grown men, it's like they're jealous of the younger generation.
Mm-hmm.
There's a scripture in the Bible that says, when I was a child, I talked like a child.
Mm-hmm.
I lived like a child.
Mm-hmm.
But when I became a man, I put away childish things.
Mm-hmm.
You think that dudes that's 35, 40, they should look different than the YNs and behave different than the YNs?
Bro, of course, bro. Of course. Because it's like, if you 35, you 40, and you look just like that's a problem. It's a problem, bro. If you, for instance, right? Dudes get in the car with me, they be like, bro, can I put the aux on because I know what you about to play ain't my type of speed, right? So you would think I'm an older nigga, bro. You would think I'm an older head because I'm sitting there listening to like the Prodigies, the Nas's, and you know, I hear a little Durk and all them nice, but I don't like that. That ain't my speed. Like, it's not my speed. It's just not my speed, bro. But it's like, I don't know, like. I don't know why older men is in competition or trying to keep this for, like, one thing I don't like, right? And it's crazy because it's hypocritical too. I don't like when older men talk to younger women, especially if they got daughters that's like these younger women ages. I feel like that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
It's a little weird, but then it's like you can't say that because it's older women dating younger men. And I'll be like, here's what I figured out. Older men like younger women because older women is always on them about, like, you ain't doing shit. You don't got shit going for yourself that's really important or not aligned with that. And the older men like, yeah, this young girl, she got energy. She give me that fire.
Yeah.
Just like women. Just like the older women. I don't got time. I don't want to be laid up with this man all day. I just want a young boy who can do this, do that, and the third. Yeah. It's all about, they just want the energy and the attention that dies down when you get older. What people need to realize is, when it's called getting older for a reason. When you get older, things that amuse you and please you should not please you no more. Like, bro, I'm 29. I don't care about going to the club. Like, I'll be in the club, bro. I'll be looking at the time like, damn, it's only 11:45. I'm tired. I want to go home. I want to go home. Like, that's the phase I'm at, and I'm only 29, bro. And I'm only 29. So, and it goes to say this. Every man is different. Every woman is different. We all hit that maturing stage at different ages, bro. Like, I hit it at 28, like 27, 28, 29, where I figured out, like, bro, all this stuff that I think is good for me, it ain't good for me. This is what I need to be doing. But some people might figure it out when they 35. Some people might figure it out when they 40.
That's true.
You feel me? Everybody has their own lane and their own course. And this is why I say, everybody gonna have their time. But what I say is, don't question it. Because if God ain't give it to you now, that's because you're not ready. Like, I know I'm not ready for my time. I'm not ready. Because God would have gave it to me and blessed me with it. But he didn't. Well, he's showing me discipline, patience, and scaling. You're going to go through these trials and tribulations. You're going to learn how to be patient. You're going to learn how to be disciplined when you do get things. You're going to learn how, when you get a spectrum and a whole bunch of things, you're going to learn how to scale it and map it out and put it out. So when I do bless you with what I'm going to bless you with, you're going to have it longevity. When people get shit fast, bro, that comes with comfort.
Facts.
That's comfort. But when you got to work for it and grind and you get it down the line, patience and discipline. And that lasts longer, bro. Because you know what you had to do to endure it and get it and build it, so you're not gonna lose it.
I wanna ask you this, seeing that you're talking about building.
Yeah.
Do you think black people modern day black people has done enough? Or I'll ask it this way. I think this is the better way to ask it because you'll understand what I'm saying. I'm gonna preface it with this. Black people complain a lot about racism, and racism and the white men is the reason why they're not where they're supposed to be. You think modern day black people today are doing enough, putting enough effort in to making their life better to complain?
Hell no. No. I don't think so. Because we're not like, here's the thing. We're not out in these workplaces. Like, we're not trying to, and here's the thing. If I read up on it and I figure out that I'm wrong, I will apologize. But in order for us to have position in this world, we got to start buying up land and property, and we got to start getting into these workforces. We have to. Like, we need more black cops. Little do you know, we need more black cops. We need more black lawyers. We need more black doctors. We need more black architects, engineers, pilots. We need all of that. We need it all. We need it all. Because here's the thing. Yes, racism did happen and it still exists, right? But you know why they were racist to us? Because they know if we come together and that light switches, black people will be one of the most powerful things on this planet. And they don't want that. They're scared of that. So that's why I say, as black people, we got to wake up and start getting out into the community more. Start thriving to do these workshops and businesses. Like, okay, if you know kids can't afford Lincoln Tech or all these trade schools, y'all can't make no classes for where they can afford it. So when they do get that certificate, it do mean something where they can go open up a business. Because this is the thing too. A lot of us don't have the resources to do what we want to do.
But it's interesting that you say that because black people spend more than some countries' GDP.
Yeah.
Like, we're literally spending more money, black people in America, than whole countries bring in.
Yeah.
So,
because we're the biggest consumers. You know why? Because and this goes back. We're the culture. No matter what nobody say, if you look at America's ideology, it's black culture. It's black culture. It's built on, okay, right? You have these fashion weeks, these walkways, runways. You got all these white people on there and all that. Yeah, that's not what got people buying it. What got people buying it? When you see the guy out in the Balenciagas or the Jordans, you like, oh, them shit's fire. I'm about to go get them shits right now. Bro, where you get those from? You see them in the shirt. So yes, we are the consumers. You know why? Because we are the life. We are the hip. We are the style. And that's the thing. And that's what I tell people. When y'all realize that we are the goods to what makes America great. And I'm glad you said that. Because MAGA, make America great again. That's racism within itself, and people don't even know it. Because when was America ever great for black people? So when I see black people wearing that hat, or Mexicans or Puerto Ricans, when was America ever great for minorities?
All right, so
the 1950s, the 60s, the 40s.
So pause right there, and pause right there. So I gotta kind of push back on you and challenge you, right? The average person you know right now, how many movies you think they watch in 2026?
2026. Like new movies or just
Movies and TV series. TV series and movies.
A lot.
How many books you think those individuals took up and read?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
So is it really that America is not great for us, or is it that we're not making America great for ourselves by doing the necessary things? Like, instead of watching TV, read a book that can help us be better in life.
Okay, no. So I see what you're saying, but my meaning of it, when they say make America great again, you tell me an era when America was great.
I'm saying
no. Because listen, you cannot put and this is why I'm asking you this.
Yeah.
You cannot make a metaphor saying make America great again, and then can't tell me the year or the time where America was great and thriving. Because yes, it was great and thriving, but when was it ever great and thriving for my community? Because back then, our ancestors was reading books and doing all those things. And hold on, when we had Black Wall Street and all these communities that was thriving, what did they do? They burn them down.
Yeah.
Why? Because they knew that if we let these Black people get in the door and thrive how we're thriving, they're going to be able to consume and take everything we built. You have white people now talking about that. They feel like they're the minority. They're the minority because they're being outpopulated. No, you're being outpopulated, but you guys, all right, when I go into an interview, you know what I'm looked at as? And especially with me having braids and all that, he got to be from the streets. He got to be this. Until I talk to you, then you'll be like, yo, he's a smart dude. Like, I like him. I like to bring him in. But when you see a white person, you see clear. You don't see nothing. Why is that?
But hold on though. Hold on, because I think we kind of moving away. You moving the goalposts a little bit.
I'm not though.
Wait. You are. I'm gonna tell you why. This is funny. So, if the sun is shining outside,
yep,
and you're outside,
yep,
and you're on the phone with me, and I'm in my house with my lights off, do I have the right to tell you that the sun is not shining outside?
Yeah, because you don't see it. You don't see it from my perspective.
Yeah, but if I come outside
and you see it shining,
I would agree with you that the sun is shining, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. America is great. We can make America great. But we're like, Black people are like the people inside saying, yo, the sun is not shining.
But you know
because
why
we refuse, hold on, because we refuse to come outside. That's what I'm asking you, Horace. If people sit at home every day and watch a 2.5-hour movie, but won't pick up a book on financial literacy and read for 30 minutes, who is it that they can't be financially free and literate? I mean, I'm asking you, is it not possible?
No, it's not. But let me ask you this: what is that 2.5 hour movie about? Because it could be about the same thing that book is about. Because hold on, because let me say this.
What is the 2.5 hour movie?
So here's my thing. If I'm speaking for me,
yeah,
I watch things that have substance and meaningful. So okay, right?
Yeah, but you can't just make it about you. I'm speak generally.
But here's the thing: general public, right? I'll say it like this: I give you a movie. I'm gonna give you 2 movies. Belly. Some people watch Belly and watch it because of what DMX and them was doing, right? You know why I watch Belly? Because everybody missed the message. Sincere was the one that was trying to find his way. And he was finding his way and was trying to push it on his best friend, and his best friend was rejecting it. It didn't take until his best friend hit rock bottom and for somebody to come and try to compromise his integrity for him to realize, like, yo, this shit bigger than me. This shit bigger than life itself. We've been, the same thing me and you talking about right now. The same thing, like, if you look at it, when DMX met with Nas in the Chinese restaurant after all that, and he said, I'm in a different space, I'm in a different that. That was him tapping in with who he really was. Because this is the thing, the drugs, the money, all that, that's not who you, that's like, when we consuming that, that's not who we are. That's what the fame and all the devilish acts make us become. But when you hit rock bottom and you don't got nowhere to go and you got to figure out, that's when you're going to know who you really are. Because the alignment of the path you got to go down, it ain't going to be no other way but that way. And this is what I tell people. as black people in America, for us to make America great for ourselves, we got to stop. Yes, 400 years of slavery. Yes, slavery's still going on. Fuck it. They want to be us. They want to steal our culture. They want to do the, look at it. The entertainment, right? It thrives with black people. Sports thrives with minorities. So let's start using those to our advantages, but let's get into the other workforces. Let's get into everything else to show them that, yes, I am equipped to be one of the best lawyers with one of the highest conviction rates. Yes, I'm ordered to be the doctor with one of the best successful surgery rates. Let's start doing, because once we get in to do that, then they got no reason to talk down on us.
Well, so I don't. If all we thriving, or if we are the culture, and we're really not significant outside of basketball, football, rapping, and fashion shows.
Yeah.
Don't the world look at us like a circus, like we're clowns? If that's what we're really known for, if we're the salt of America because we entertain the hell out of everybody, aren't we clowns?
I'll say that, but you know why? Every clown is in a circus, right? But all the acts want to be him too. You got to think. Yeah, we jump high, we run fast, we look athletic. These people who despise us and make us they want to be it. Like, you have these white men that, like, think about it. You got these white men that train hard as Usain Bolt. They can't run as fast as him though, because genetically he trained just as hard as them, but genetically he's just different.
Yeah, he's different.
Like, I just showed you LeBron at 41 catching an alley hoop, high as hell. You got guys like Larry Bird at 33 that back gave out and couldn't barely play anymore. So they looking at it like, bro, this nigga playing 8 years after I did, and he's still jumping high. So I say that to say this, like, we have to just wake up and know what's good for us. And listen, and I look at it like this. You're not born racist. You're not born to hate people. It's taught. Everything is taught. Everything is taught. So it's just like, man, it's what you consume. Because a person can be taught racism and be like, Dad or Mom, I don't agree with that. You get what I'm saying? So it's just all about what you feel like is important. But I feel like as a culture, and that's another thing. They want us to push drugs, murder, guns, sex, money, whatever. But once you start talking about their people, oh, they get very offensive, like very offensive. You see, they got Kanye West apologizing. Then they talking about the apology not enough. He should give his royalties to it. Like, it's not enough.
What do you think about that, though? You think that's a genuine apology?
No, he's compromising himself, because he did all that for them not to own him no more. Just for him to turn around and apologize for them to own him. I'm not like me. And that's why I look like, and it's the thing. They didn't kill Martin Luther King because of civil rights and all that. They killed him because after the speech and all that, he went and said that he failed the black community. Because he knew them Zionists got to him and made him do some things that he really should never did. And once he started speaking out on it, they killed him. People don't even know. He got shot at the motel in Memphis, right? But he died in the hospital. He was suffocated. They don't tell you that. So you telling me a man that powerful got shot and survived, and somebody was able to suffocate him? Malcolm X, and this I say this to say this, right? All these powerful leaders that died, I want y'all to start, after y'all hear what I say, look it up and you will see the proof. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Michael Jackson, the list goes on. They all was fighting for what was right. But when they realized that what they was fighting for, it was something bigger than that, and they started speaking about what really was going on, then they became a public enemy. Like with Malcolm X, when he said like the civil rights, when he failed the black community, when he got the Civil Rights Act approved, because it was other things that was more important than that. And when he started talking about Zionism and the people that were trying to use him as a pawn, he got shot and died. Malcolm X, when he came back from the Mecca and he realized that, bro, I'm fighting for the wrong cause. Like, it shouldn't be just black, black, black. the Rainbow Coalition. We need all minorities to come together and fight for what's right. Then he met with the Palestinians and Fidel Castro. See, people don't even know that. Malcolm X, and the reason why I love him so much is because he really stood on business. Like, he met with Fidel Castro at the time where Americans was trying to find any way to invade Cuba. And what him and Fidel Castro realized is we have the same oppressors. He met with the Palestinians. And what did he realize? We have the same oppressors. So once he started speaking out about that, they was like, yeah, he's public enemy number one, because he's not just speaking about fascism and things like that. He's speaking about things that should not be getting out in the world. They killed him and made it look like the Muslim community did it, right?
Yeah.
And then with Michael Jackson, when Michael Jackson made all I want to say is they don't really care about us. He was saying things in there he wasn't supposed to say. I don't know if you heard of Rabbi Shuli. Well, Rabbi Shuli was a close advisor to Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I understood that from Candace Owens.
Yeah, and Michael Jackson used to complain to him like, yo, I don't like how they're doing the Palestinians. I want to speak about it. Michael Jackson actually has a song out about the oppressing that didn't happen in Palestine.
I didn't know that. What song is that?
And here's the thing. They wouldn't let the song come out. They wouldn't let him put the song out.
Oh.
They wouldn't let him put the song out. But if you go on YouTube and things, you will catch the snippet, the 2-minute snippet of it and what he was saying. And Rabbi Shmuley told him like, yo, that's not something you could bring up. But when Michael Jackson brought that song up, or made the song, all I want to say is they don't really care about us. Right after that, allegations start coming out.
That's true. People don't consider that. Like, why after he made this song and he tried to
Listen, they made his own. Let me tell you, it was so good. They compromised his sister, Toya, and made Toya go on national TV
and talk bad about
and demonize her brother. But then she backtracked it, because guess what? Her brother, and they end up killing her brother. Because let me make y'all understand something. Michael Jackson was a very powerful man. He was too smart for the business. So I'm talking about if you got anything Sony in your house, Michael Jackson was getting 50% of the revenue of it. So you have the Sony company, then you have Michael Jackson. So Sony, the whole company, only owns 50% of their company, because Michael Jackson owns the other half. So guess what? Anytime Beyonce, Jay-Z, Taylor Swift, any of these big mogul actresses, directors, musicians that y'all know was making music, Michael Jackson was getting paid. When we was buying PlayStations and Sony TVs, he was getting paid, and they didn't like it. A black man, he had vitiligo. You never seen anybody with vitiligo end up like Michael Jackson. They didn't want a black man of that magnitude being able to be who he was. The man was making women and men pass out from seeing him.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He was too powerful.
Yeah.
So they dumbed him down by turning him into a pale face. So now he's acceptable.
Was that their doing, or he did that intentionally?
I don't think he did it intentionally, because I didn't see interviews with him when he didn't broke down damn near crying to Oprah Winfrey and them saying, I love being black. You think I really want to do this to myself? I feel like he had vitiligo, right? They gave him medication to change him. Then they told him, Michael, your nose too big. You need to fix your nose. He just started doing too many things to himself to try to fit the criteria of what they wanted him to fit.
Yeah, and that's bananas.
You get me? So, and it's like, and it's sad, because it's like, bro, you can't have a voice in speech. Like, if it's free speech, right? Why I can't speak how I feel and what I think without being penalized? And if I have credibility to it or the truth to it, why should I be penalized for that? And that's what I'm seeing. Like, the world we live in now is, you have to follow trend. You have to follow trend no matter what. So it's like, for instance, in the government, if you're not for Israel, you're anti-Semite. Do you know Semites are not even white? They're black. They're same, like, Israelites is the same complexion as me. I don't get how a whole bunch of Europeans in the Middle East can dictate a whole bunch of different foreign policies that's going on around the world. I don't get it. Half these guys are from Polish, the Ukraine, and different places around Europe. I don't get it. They don't even let you do DNA tests in Israel. Why? Because none of them are come back as indigenous people to the land.
That's an interesting concept.
They don't.
Why is it illegal for them to do?
It's illegal because if you do DNA tests on the people that say the land was supposedly promised to them, they're not going to come back as ties to that land. The Palestinians will be. Just how like when people, like when white people be like, go back to your country. You know what I say? No. How about y'all go back to y'all country and let the indigenous people that was here when y'all came here and brought us here decide who gets to stay. If we're going to be real and open, in 1947, Israel was Palestine. Then 1 year later, it was known as Israel. How? How do we do that? Because Israelis was supposed, y'all could have been in South America. Y'all could have been in Haiti. Y'all could have been in Australia. We was figure out trying to put y'all after the war, to be honest. And that's why I be like, everything is corrupted, because the CIA was founded in 1949. And who was getting intelligence from? The Jewish community.
Yeah.
That's when it was founded. The next year after that, what was founded? Mossad. So it was Israel, CIA, then Mossad. 3 years back to back to back to back.
And then the FBI followed shortly after.
Back to back to back to back to back. All of these companies and these corporate federal boroughs or whatever y'all want to call it is all ran and controlled by the same people.
I think what was it? JFK. JFK said he wanted to smash and splinter the CIA into like 1,000 different pieces.
Because like this, if you look up Operation Northwood, the CIA tried to invade Cuba on false flag operations. And he said, no, we're not doing that. Why y'all want to go invade Cuba? Why? Leave Fidel Castro and his people alone. He wanted to, and this is why dismantling the CIA, because guess what? The CIA is a black ops corporation, so they do stuff out of the government's hands. They do stuff behind the government's back. Like, when they do wet work is when you do something and you don't leave a trace of any type of trace of who did it.
Right.
So he knew all this was going on. They tried to call JFK a queer, all this stuff. No, he wasn't none of that. He was a man who stood on business for America. He was trying to put America first and America only, and then think about whatever allies after. Everybody else wasn't aligned with that and equipped with that, because since that war with Germany, when we fought Hitler, it fucked us. It fucked us because if any of y'all know, they lost the war and Germany won the war low key. And then the Jewish people went to them and was like, yo, y'all want to win the war? I'm going to go get the Americans and bring them in. The whole time we beefing with Germany and we warring with Germany, two brothers are funding both sides of the wars. So think about it. You got two brothers sitting in the house. One brother with Germany, the other brother with NATO. And he like, yeah, we're going to keep doing this to keep making them do this because the economy going to thrive. Then after this, we're going to make the Americans take all of our people and put them somewhere. Like, they saying in the Holocaust, it wasn't even no fire chambers. They saying they had pools and all this luxury shit. They saying people died because the resources and stuff from the war got bad. They couldn't get them food and things like that. So people died from starvation and stuff like that. Yeah, you got AI now. You got this AI technology now where you can put Hitler
speech,
all his speeches in, and he talking about how he was fighting for God. Like how these people was trying to taint and use propaganda to control the country, and he wasn't for it.
Yeah, it's similar to what's going on now.
No, it ain't similar. It's what's going on. And this is why I say what he stopped from happening, that's what's going on in America right now.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a
fact.
Like,
if you don't think the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the J.P. Morgans, and the rest of them, if y'all think they not controlling the outcome of everything that's going on, y'all gotta wake up. Yeah, you guys have to wake up. And guess what? They're showing it to us. They're showing it to us. If you pay attention, I don't care. It's in the movies. It's in, like, think about it like this. They killed a man on national television in front of 1 million people. for public speaking and free speech, right? His wife, and I tell people, and I'm talking about Charlie Kirk, and I hope this get out because I've been holding this in for so long, bro. His wife was his handler. She didn't love him. She was his handler, and I'm gonna say
we're
why.
all figuring that out now.
She was his handler because ain't no way. Okay, she said she didn't know Donald Trump and him before that, but in his videos, his pictures and videos. First of all, she got a picture with Bibi Netanyahu's son from like 10 plus years ago. When she was in the pageant, she won a pageant and took a picture with Trump, but she don't.
That was Trump's pageant.
Yeah, it was Trump's pageant, but you don't know these people, right? Here's the thing. When my dad died, my mom wasn't front center trying to be this and be that, be the voice for everything. She was home with them kids, trying to figure out what's the next step for her and the kids to be able to live in a comfort life. Charlie Kirk dies. His wife go on a tour like I never seen before.
Yeah.
He went on his podcast and said that he turned down $150 million from Jewish donors because they didn't respect that he wouldn't defriend Candace Owens and Tucker, right? Because they were anti-Semite or whatever, and they were just speaking their truth or whatever. He turned it down. He dies, and his wife takes the money that he turned down.
Yep.
She been on a press tour. I haven't seen them kids, his parents, his siblings, or nothing since he passed away. And then it's like, okay, he demonetized Nicki Minaj on different turning point occasions. She brought Nicki Minaj on stage.
That was wild.
It was wild. It was wild. And then guess what? You know why? But you know why I didn't think it was wild though? Because she fought the cause. She loved pedophiles and rapists and stuff. Her baby father and her brother is that. So how would she fall too far from the tree? She took the stand for her brother and said her brother will not do something like that. And it was evidence showing her brother did it.
Yeah, that was.
So when you sell your soul and sell your integrity and who you are as a person for a cause that doesn't even mean nothing to you, I can't respect you. I can't respect nothing. That's why I'm like, man, Charlie Kirk died for nothing.
Nah,
and this is why I say he died for nothing. You spoke rhetoric, right? But once you started to question some of the rhetoric you were speaking, you got killed for it. So you got killed for not being able to be yourself and speak freely and have the real freedom of speech that you thought that you really had.
I see what you're saying. I could agree with that.
Like, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying like, I'm saying like, bro, when you thought everything was good and clear of what you can say and can't, once you started to question a little bit of it, they, in their mind, they thought, oh shit, the person who we was going to have to lead this shit, he's pulling back. We have to do something. So what's the best thing to do? We're going to kill him in front of everybody. Kill him in front of everybody. Bro, listen. If you look at, and then it's like, then it comes out his wife had a secret meeting at a hotel with, like, all this stuff is coming out and it's being confirmed. It's being confirmed. So now you ain't see his wife not on no more press tours, right? You ain't see that?
She's chilling right now.
She's chilling.
Did you hear the audio recording of her and all the TPS USA employees and how she was laughing? You know what was incredible that you mentioned your mom? She was telling the employees, if you heard the recording, that if they need extra time off, now think about it.
50,000 hats more.
This is what's interesting.
Yeah.
She's the wife of the murdered man.
Yes, sir.
And she's telling the employees who are sad because their leader is dead, that if they need more time to grieve, they're offering paid time off.
Yes.
But the wife, who is now in charge, is saying, yo, we are moving and headed in full steam. We at 100% right now.
Because the reason why they're doing it.
Listen to what I'm saying. Think about it, Horace. Think about this. Mm-hmm. The wife is saying that we're going hard right now. Mm-hmm. Her husband is dead, but she's telling the employees who she knows grieving over her dead husband that she can give them paid time off because they know what they're going through.
Because it's not, I'm gonna say it again, because that's not her husband. Like, that's not her husband. Like,
that was a handler.
It's not that wasn't her husband. She was his handler.
That's crazy.
So she is able. And think about it like this: she was able to have kids with this man.
Women are different.
Yeah.
You talking about women? Because look, at the end of the day, she got the bag now. She's in position.
Million. She's up $150 million
right now
bro.
off of him. It's no different than the women that are prostitute themselves. They'll sleep with a dude for $300-$400. Let them do whatever they want for that $300-$400.
Yep.
But so if you think about the $150 million,
yep.
Yeah, she'll have them 2 babies.
Work. Come on, bro.
Have you ever seen them babies?
Never.
Where's the babies at right
since he died, I have not seen nobody in his family but her. And I'm gonna be honest, she looked like yo, because me, I feel like Hillary Clinton looks so fake, bro.
Yeah, devilish.
Look devilish. When you look at that lady, Erica Kirk,
she looked different.
Devilish. Like the devil is all on her soul and tainted it.
Yeah,
and tainted it. So my whole thing is this: like, be careful.
Yeah.
Be careful with the women you love, because you see, this man was probably deeply in love with this woman. Deeply in love with him. He had interviews with her when she couldn't even tell, like the first time he proposed and things like that. It was a little weird stuff, like I was peeping and stuff with it. So I just look at it like this, like, if she can love him, like, act like she loved him and she really was his handler, what you think these girls could do out here for a dude that got some money or a couple of dollars? She act like she love you, or you the best thing that happened to her, just to suck you dry out of everything that you are resourceful for.
And that's normal.
Normal.
Women can play that game because men are more desperate to be with women than women are desperate to be.
So that's why I say this: when you come in with something, bro, be transparent, bro. Listen, I ain't gonna give you sugar and gold off the rip. I'm going to give you transparency. I'm going to give you my honesty. I'm going to give you my full vital attention. If you love that, then we can go somewhere. But if you don't like that, then we can't be nothing. And that's just that. That's just that. Because at the end of the day, what more is else to it? All you got is your word. All you got is what you believe in. And what you believe in, if it compromises somebody else's relationship with you, then so be it, bro. Then so be it. But what I'm saying is that man didn't have to die, bro. Not like that, bro. Like, I didn't agree with what he didn't say. I didn't like things he said, man. But when I saw that man die like that, I ain't gonna say I dropped a tear, but I felt so bad, because I'm like, bro, it made me scared. I'm like, bro, I don't even want to talk about certain stuff, because if Home was able to talk about, like, and then he was saying, like, mass killings more of them need to happen so the Second Amendment can be taken serious. It's crazy. The man says everything he spoke, it happened to him. So that's why I'm like, it's scary, bro, because this man was like, he spoke his truth. He spoke his truth, and he got killed for it. He started questioning things and things like that, got killed for it. I'm just the guy who, like, for me, I don't got none of the success or none of the spotlight he got. But it still make you think, like, bro, if you say certain things and they get hip to certain things, would people be profound to it? Would they feel like you're a threat to society?
I don't know.
You get what I'm saying, bro? So it's like, hey, to each his own. Like, I'm learning as the day go by. Every day I learn something new about myself, bro, and something new about the world that we live in and the government that runs us. And all I can say is this: figure out what's going on in this world, and I guarantee you can revolve and move your life around it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all I can really say.
That is true. I
agree.
All
I can really say.
Well, we're gonna have to do this again, and hopefully next time your lady come through.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna have you like, we gonna have to be like Vlad and Tony Ayo or something.
Yeah,
Vlad and Boozy. Yeah. Next time, I love for your lady to come sit up here and chime in, especially on the relationship portion, because you got a lot to say, and it sounds like y'all growing and becoming a good couple. So
facts. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, mark it from this interview right here. By the end of 2026, middle of 2027, she ain't even gonna be my girlfriend. She gonna be my fiance. I'm gonna just put that out in the air right there, because I want to speak positive things into existence. You feel me? Nothing negative. All this year is the year about becoming. So if you want to become something, bro, align yourself with what you want to become, bro, and put your head down and thrive to be it, bro, because you can be it. You can be anything you want in this world, bro. You just got to put your mind to it, separate yourself from anybody or anything that's not contrasting or not parallel to what you're trying to do, bro. And I guarantee you, I'm a living product and living proof of it. I'm not there yet, but y'all guys gonna see me there. And when y'all see me there, y'all gonna be able to look back and be like, damn, the humbleness and everything that you go through is worth it, bruh. And trust me, God gonna give you your time when you need it. Not when you want it, when you need it.
Ain't nothing else left to say, man. Horace, I appreciate you coming through and blessing me with this conversation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Till I see y'all again.